This is KingCollect, a hardcore Ironman who loves getting as many collection log items as possible. In this series, I am going through every collection log one at a time in order to reach my main goal, completing all 3 raid collection logs. Welcome to my Hardcore Ironman Extreme Collection Log series. Alright, welcome back everyone. So if you remember, at the end of last episode, I said that one way or another, by the end of this episode, we are at least going to be able to kill Dagannoth Rex. And I've been putting in a ton of time to be able to make this a possibility. The early game RuneScape stuff is generally not very interesting, and so I wanted to try to knock out as much of it as I possibly could. So if you look at these overlays, we got quite a bit done. So first, I did Dragon Slayer. I had to melee flinch Elvarg until I finally got her all dead and stuff, and I ripped off her head because that's how normal people deal with dragons, obviously. But yeah, so we finished Dragon Slayer, and then I went and I finished the Waterfall quest directly afterwards, which I completely forgot to get a screenshot of the final page, so there's that from the quest log. But then I didn't stop there. I continued doing a ridiculous amount of questing to the point where I actually have completed 11 quests just in my own time in between these episodes, and that's primarily because I'm not allowed to get a collection log. So overlays, be gone. So the big thing is, like, I'm not allowed to get any collection log slots. So what I'm able to do on this account is very, very limited right now. And I've been theory crafting like crazy about how I can actually make all the way to the Dagannoth Kings and start getting kills on at least Dagannoth Rex, which the one big problem that I'm going to have is I'm not going to be killing Rex super quick, so it's going to open it up for people to crash me very easily. But I did all those quests, and I've been doing a lot of low-level scaling as well. So we're almost at 50 for all of our melee stats. We're up to 30 fishing and 52 cooking. I've done a ton of crafting. We're at 41 crafting now. I actually cut all of the gems that I had in my bank that I was able to, at least. Whenever I finished the Dragon Slayer quest, I used up more of my cash stack and got myself full rune, minus the helmet, so we now have pretty good rune armor that we can at least rely on. I still don't have a rune shield, but you know, it is what it is. I can get rid of those because we did the Knight's Castle, Black Knight's Fortress, whatever it was. But yeah, so I did all that. So that's all fine and dandy, but we are still short on the things that we need to do. So we need at least 50 thieving, which I am at 44 right now. And if you notice, my farming is up. I've been doing a little bit of farming on the side. I did a lot of pickpocketing of the master farmer, and I got a ton, and I mean a ton, of seeds. And this is all because I'm gonna need these eventually. I'm gonna need the farming levels, even if I want to do Tith farm. I need level 34 to be able to start doing Tith farm, right? So, and then I need 70 agility, which may seem weird, but I need it for one reason and one reason only. Prayer. So, if we go take a look-see down here into Taverley Dungeon, I can squeeze through the pipe and get to the blue dragons, which a lot of people would be like, okay, well, it's blue dragons, what? No big deal. This is gonna be the only source of dragon bones that I'm going to have for a long time. So far, all of my levels have either been from burying bones, like just regular bones from kills, or from quests. So we need to get our prayer up to at least 43, I would say. That's not the prayer tab. so I can have protect from melee, but I think I want to shoot for 45 for Mystic Might, just because I'm going to need that extra DPS to be able to avoid any kind of long-term issues. And then we still need to get 70 magic and Underground Pass completed. So that's what we're going to be working on. And then there's one more big issue that I came to realize, and it's going to be a very, very difficult task trying to work this out. I need a rune thrown axe. To be able to get into the Dagannoth Kings, you need to be able to use the Rune Thrown Axe special to be able to knock down the support so that you can get over the doors to get into the into the tunnel to actually make your way to the Dagannoth Kings. I don't have an easy way of getting a Rune Thrown Axe. The only way that I could actually get it is if we go here. The Ranging Guild. There is a person in the Ranging Guild who actually sells Rune Thrown Axes. So, that's the plan. Let's get to it. There's our first level of the day, 45 thieving. Oh my god, guys. My stupidity once again strikes. I'm glad I noticed now before I went any further. I forgot to turn the mic on. So I just did so much progress. And there was no microphone for any of it. So chances are you'll probably just see me talking into nothing. But we got 30 range, which we need 30 range to do Animal Magnetism. In order to do Animal Magnetism, we need to hit 18 Slayer. And in order to hit 18 Slayer, we're going to complete the Wanted quest. And to complete the Wanted quest, we needed to complete a bunch of other quests on the side, such as the Enter the Abyss and Lost Tribe and what other quest. I just did Goblin Diplomacy, and now we're on to this. Once we get 30... or once we get this done, we can go and get an Ava's accumulator, assembler, whatever it is. And that way, whenever I'm training range further on than this, I don't have to worry about picking up as many pieces of ammunition. I want to start getting my range mage, pretty much all of my melee stats up to level 50. I need to be able to get level 60 combat in order to do Underground Pass, in order to be able to get the Ivan staff, so I can use the Ivan's Blast on Dagannoth Rex, which is going to be the ultimate goal today. We're going to at least get 1 kill on Dagannoth Rex by the end of the video today. I think that catches everything up. I apologize. There was so much that happened. I've been recording for 2 hours and there was no voice. Anyway, let's finish this Wanted quest. Oh, there we go. Wanted is done, which means we got 5,000 Slayer experience, which is so nice. Yes. Ceramic, I don't really care about any of the things that you're saying. 22 Slayer, that is what we needed. Now we can do Animal Magnetism. Alright, and there we go. Just like that, we got ourselves the Ava's Attractor, which is going to be huge. Oh boy. One last hit. That took an incredibly long time. An unfortunately long time, I would hesitate to say. Alright, so there's been another time skip because just everything that I'm trying to achieve and trying to do is like, I'm always just not quite there, right? Like we're always so close, but there's still something else. But I think now we are starting to get to the point where we are mostly good. So the biggest issue that I've started to have here is I don't have enough money. And obviously, I started barbarian fishing. I'll show the update of everything here in a second, but I haven't had enough money, which is a problem. Um, but I think I'm starting to work on a way to fix that, but I need to get my mage up. So the primary thing that I need the money for is to buy some runes to train mage, because I'm now at 50 base combats for all of my combat skills except for mage, which, if you guys remember, I wanted to get mage to be like 70 plus so that I could kill Rex in a decently quick manner. So we're gonna do a couple more quests. There's some quests that I'm gonna be able to knock out that gives mage experience, and then hopefully we'll start getting closer and closer to at least 50. I would love to get 55, because then I'll go and just camp like fire giants or something where I won't get any unique drops, and I will just like alch the items to get some money. But I also need to start getting prayer up, and so what I'm thinking of doing here, we're gonna run up to the bank here. We're gonna knock out some quests, see how much mage experience we can get. We need 3k to hit 42. We need just a lot of experience in general, but we're gonna see where we can hit for the mage after a couple of quests, and then after that we're gonna try to do a little bit of money making through fletching and selling the bows that I have to... Oh, I should have opened that clue bottle. Wow, there's a clue inside. So I cut all of the logs minus the magic logs, and I have enough flax that I can do like string them all, and then I can sell them to the Rogue's Den general store, and I'll get alch price for them. So it's not going to be like a crazy amount, but I'm still going to be able to get a little bit of money off of it, which might be enough to actually get me to the point where I can high alch. So we'll see. First, look at this, a whole bunch of quests being done. Oh no, we can't do Fairy Tale Part 1. Some of the stuff is really easy. I gotta double check to see. Is it considered an agility? Oh no! Okay, so the crushed gem is fine. I can get that pretty decently, and the potato cactus I can get very easily. But the problem is, I need to get a snapdragon. And getting a snapdragon is very, very difficult. Now, I can buy it. The only place that I can buy a snapdragon currently is the Brimhaven Agility Arena for 10 tickets, but the tickets are a collection log item, which means I'm not allowed to get them. There's Giant Dwarf. The Excited's done. God, that quest takes forever to do. Alright, there we go. So there's the feud done. 51 thieving, which is nice. But now, no. I finally got Ali's discount wares, and I didn't realize just how uninsane it's so bad. It's $225 for nature runes. Surprisingly, they don't go up in price, but I now have enough law runes to hit 43 rune crafting. And if I want to be able to start making it to being able to alch stuff, I need pull up the calculator here. 2,195 nature runes, which I don't have that kind of money. Okay, there we go. So now we hit 43. Now we can do superheat. Next up is spinning and fletching all of those bows. Alright, so coming back here, I've been doing a ton of AFK barbarian fishing. I had like 8,000 feathers. I'm down to 373. And we're at 67 fishing, but more importantly, we're nearing 54 strength, which is pretty awesome. But on top of that, as you guys probably saw, I did a lot more training. A lot more. We're at 57 mage and 45 smithing. I officially have done the Ironman thing, and I'll explain to you all kind of what I've been doing here, as I was trying to figure out what to do or how to do it. So I needed to make some money, and obviously I'm at 92k right now, so that's not too bad, but I needed to make some money, and I didn't know how I was going to really make the money all that great. I needed to be able to get to the point where I was going to be able to do some high alking, because high alking is going to be my best money maker here for a very long time. Well, it took me a little bit of time, but I finally figured it out, and I had a whole bunch of silver. I don't even know where my silver bars went. I think I sold them or used them. Oh, no, here they are. I had 763 silver ore. I superheated that and turned them all into silver bars. And then I had the fletching stuff, if you guys remember. I made all of the longbows and stuff like that, and then I eventually sold all of those very slowly to the Rogue's Den shop or whatever, and I got more money, got some more nature runes, which allowed me to get even further through my magic levels, and then I eventually got to the point where I was able to superheat gold, and so I obviously had gotten 40 smithing, and so I superheated a lot of gold to be able to use the gold, and if you guys see, I actually used up pretty much all of my gems. I now have a ton of teleports. I have a ton of games necklaces, I have a ton of Ring of Duelings, and I still have more sapphire necklaces to enchant, right? And obviously so the cosmic runes, where I got them from the same shop that I was getting the nature runes from, which is the alley whatever dude here, who's like right here for the feud quest. I got all the runes from them, and so yeah, I have all of that. And then, probably already saw, I got 55 dragon bones. So now the 55 dragon bones is great, but it's not good enough. I'm going to let's pull this up. So if we're gonna do prayer, if I'm doing a minimum of 43, I'm gonna do the gilded altar method. I'm not doing the ecto fungus. I need 117. If I would do the ecto, it'd be like 106. So we're only about halfway to our bones, but we're gonna get back to them here in a little bit. I also have a lot of clue scrolls to do at some point, but I finally want to break down and do what I've been avoiding for a long time, and that is Underground Pass. This is the most vital piece of content that I need to do, because Ivan's Blast is going to be my only way that I'm able to kill Rex. And it looks like I have everything that I need, which is nice. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go do Underground Pass. I'm not looking forward to this quest. This quest is insanely difficult and frustrating for pretty much everybody. It says I need a bow. I'm just gonna make a very basic bow. There we go. It's just to shoot the stuff, but alright. Underground Pass. And there we go. Underground Pass is completed. That was the one that was truly required to do. And here we go. We're gonna buy 10 rune thrown axes just for now. We'll come back and get more if we need more. I'm sure we'll need more, but it's a good start. And there we go, Ghost Ahoy is done, which gives us 36 prayer. We are now 63 combat, 1 prayer level away from being able to use Protect from Magic. So that's exciting. And there it is, the big 4-3. Now we can use Protect from Melee, which is the last absolutely vital thing we need for this attempt at getting a Dragon Axe through the Dagannoth Kings. Alright, here we go. We got our green D'hide body, which is great. We have to do Fremenic trials, at least up to a certain point, to be able to get the pet rock so that we can enter into the area. Alright, everybody. Here it comes. The rare moments that I will hope that never happened. We're gonna die. Whatever will I do? I'm sad that it has come to this, but this has come. No! Oh my god, I'm so dumb! We did it. Now we can go to Waterbirth Island for free. Who's ready for a bunch of levels to pop? Okay. Strength. There we go. That was it. That was the bunch of levels. But sadness and pain aside, we now have everything that we need to go do the Dagannoth Kings. So let's gear up and let's go. The Dagannoth Kings. Now this is what I've spent all this time, these last couple episodes, truly building up to. This moment could either be the beginning of the rest of this series or a 100 mil mistake for me. Now, if you missed it, if I die in this dungeon, if I die in general, and I lose my hardcore status, I owe 100 mil into a coffer that will be given away at the end of this series. The series will continue, but I will have to pay 100 mil for the mistake. I'm gonna go over a lot of this as I run through. So first area here, already getting absolutely spanked. As you can see, we have 5 prayer potions. Probably should have showed my setup before I ran in here, but you know, we're just gonna run with it. There's a little look-see. I'm incredible nervous, if you couldn't tell. So we're going in with the most budget gear I've ever done. Now, I've done a lot of testing on a lot of different parts of what I'm about to be doing on my main. Now, testing on my main doesn't really do me much good right now because my main is max combat. But I went in with this exact gear. Look, a rune thrown axe. I went in with this exact gear minus the Book of Fire. I actually just went in with a willow shield because I forgot that I had the Book of Fire and I was able to use it now. And I was able to get a kill on Dagannoth Rex it took me about 1.5 minutes with this exact setup. I think I also had an accuracy instead of a defense for my amulet, and I don't know if I had a ring or not, but there's a couple things that I can do to potentially make sure that I can get the kill here. So first, the challenge is, wait, really? It didn't, no, really? Okay, here we go again. So I changed up the inventory a little bit. I switched out the tuna for the very few lobsters that I have left. I forgot to switch my prayers there. I'm a dum-dum. I'm gonna let my stamina recharge here where I can't get hit. Oh, alright, so I never actually explained my gear. I'm going in with the most budget setup possible. So I have a -24 attack bonus, and I have to hope that that's enough. but I literally have nothing else that I can go in with. I mean, I could have maybe done green dragonhide chaps, but I need some kind of tank gear in order to do some actual damage. So, no Ring of Life. So that sucks. But then our inventory is a bunch of prayer potions, which I got 38 prayer from lamps, and I had some Ranar and Snape grass already, so I just made the prayer potions. I got a quick teleport out. I'm gonna be hovering over Camelot teleport for a large chunk of it. I could also teleport to Varrock if I so choose. And then just a bunch of food, and I don't have any other anti-poison other than the regular anti-poison that I made a while back, so I'm stuck with basic anti-poison as well. Oh, that is 100% the easy part. Now let's see. No adventures in the standard cave. So this is where things get really, really sketchy. So I'm actually going to eat this kebab right now. I have to go down this ladder here and hope that Prime is not close to the ladder. I can have Supreme be close, but I can't have Prime. And the plan is, and I tested this like 10 times yesterday while live on my main account. As long as I only have Supreme and I'm doing Protect from range and I don't aggro the other two, I can run along the south coast of the little island that you're on and get into a safe spot and X-log the entire client. And as long as I have over 20 prayer when I do this, I should be able to log back in with no problem whatsoever. Assuming that all of that goes well, then I need to actually aggro Rex and pull him over and put him into the safe spot and then kill him that way while I'm constantly taking damage from these little spinal lips all around the room. So, it's no time like the present, I guess. Okay, we got Supreme. Okay, let's try it. Just to be safe, I'm gonna use that. I'm alive! I'm alive! I'm glad I drank that extra prayer potion because I would not have been able to manage. I gotta run. You should be in the safe spot now. How much can I tank this? Okay, not too great. Okay, Rex kill number 1 down. We've officially done it. I've officially killed Rex at least 1 time. That means I've proven that this is possible. So the hope and the dream is alive. Alright, here we go. 1 more hit. Okay, let me repeat this. 1 more hit. Oh, or not. Now 1 more hit. Dagannoth bones. I'll take a sapphire. Alright, we are out of here. Oh. I don't know how I just managed to do this, but we did it. We officially have a Rex kill count, which means we are now on the journey to hopefully get the Dragon Axe before any ring at all. So, what I'm going to do in between the next couple episodes here, let me put all this stuff in its rightful place. I have a nice organized situation going on. I really don't, but I'd like to say that I do. The plan for next episode is I'm going to actually knock out all of these clues to the best of my ability. But in between the episodes, I'm going to get 57 thieving because I want to be able to go to the grubby chest to be able to open up the grubby chest to get some supplies. There's chances of getting like sharks and other things that are a lot better for food than what I have. Then I'm also going to continue trying to work a little bit on mage, but not as much. I've proven that I can do it with 57 mage, so that's the big thing. I am, however, going to probably be doing a lot of wood cutting and fletching. I'm going to do a lot of yew trees and yew longbows, and then I'm going to be alching those yew longbows, which will be how I train my mage here, but I'm going to alch those so that I can get a little bit more money. And because for this Ivan staff, the big problem with it right now is it can hold at max 120 charges. So at best, I can maybe do 4 kills per charge, per staff, right? However, if I spend 200k, I can upgrade it and make it Ivan staff U, whatever the U means, and that will allow it to have up to 2500 charges, I think it is. Yeah, 2500 charges, which means I can do a lot longer trips as I start getting better with the setups, and ideally maybe get some better gear as time goes on, because some of the Fremenic stuff is going to be nicer. But also, another big thing why I want to kill Rex is because he actually drops a fully charged Ring of Life. I say fully charged, but they're all fully charged. And even though in the collection log on RuneLight, it says it's a collection log item, if you look in actual RuneScape, there is no Ring of Life. So even if I get the Ring of Life, there's nothing. Even if I get it, it's not going to be an official collection log slot, which means I will be safe from that. The Dragon Axe and the Ring of Life both drop at a 1 in 128. The Warrior Ring and the Berserker Ring both also drop at a rate of a 1 in 128. So I'm literally a burger flip away from either locking myself officially to the Dagannoth Kings and having to pay a ton of money until I get this Dragon Axe, or I get the Dragon Axe and I am officially unlocked from Wintertot and can go on and do other pieces of content such as Barrows, which is where I want to go next. So thank you guys so much for watching. We did it. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, and I will see all of you guys next time.